Hello and welcome back to Russian with Nastya. Today I'm going to share with you 10 mistakes students do when learning Russian or other foreign languages. Before we start, make sure you are subscribed to my channel so you get notified every time I post a new video. And let's start. Поехали! And number 10 is to learn words or expressions that are not relevant to your situation or needs. The words and expressions that you are not using in your everyday life, so why to waste your time learning them? Learning words on their own. I recommend learning words in phrases so you can create connections in your brain. It will be much easier to remember a word when you are learning it in a context. Mistake number 8 is a very common one. Don't start learning a new language without a goal that will motivate you. Otherwise, you will most likely give up. You have to set a goal and stay motivated. Mistake number 7 is to learn a language 2 or 3 times a week. I think that it's better to spend less time but every day. For example, 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes in the evening a day, but constant. We memorize the information by repetition and preferably without big pauses. Mistake number 6 is speaking with Russian people in English. If you have a friend who's Russian or you go to Russia, don't even start speaking English because at some point you will get used to it and it will be very hard to switch to Russian. Mistake number 5 is learning from 1 or 2 sources. I believe when learning a language, you have to stay creative. Find new ways that will help you improve your language skills, like music, movies, TV shows, radio, podcasts. Otherwise, you can get bored way too quickly. Do you agree? Mistake number 4 is having a teacher that is more concentrated on correcting mistakes you make than on communicating with you. This type of teaching by constantly correcting the mistakes can make the student shy and afraid to speak. Mistake number 3, you will like this one, is concentrating too much on grammar, especially at the beginning. Grammar is good, but think about children. Do they learn grammar? They just listen for a year or 2 and then start to speak and understand. Mistake number 2 is striving for perfection. Learning a language is not about perfection. We learn it to be able to communicate. This is the main goal. Mistake number 1, I consider the worst, is to be afraid of speaking in the language you learn, to be afraid of making mistakes. So to speak a Russian language, for example, you have to actually speak it. Don't ever be afraid of making mistakes. If you cannot remember the word, don't panic. Just try to find another way to explain it, for example, by using your body language. Just have fun. That's all for today. I hope this lesson was helpful. Feel free to write your example of mistake in comments below. I'm very curious. Don't forget to connect with me on all my social medias. I've got Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Спасибо за внимание. До свидания.